is outlined by how I'm designed. You with me so far?
Yes.
So if you are designed with the image of God in us, then our purpose, I believe, and I probably can speak for Teddy Napoleon and Damien, is that our purpose must be to reflect the image of God. Is God insecure? When you think about God, do you think about God walking around with his head low, feeling weak, feeling, I can't do this? Do you think God goes around feeling like that?
No.
Do you think God goes around seeing people and say, I just want to die. I am God, but I just want to die. Do you think so?
No.
So we must reflect something that God has placed in us, which is His image. And when we begin to find our purpose in life, then we can work like we should work. You with me?
Yes.
Say hi, Carl.
Hi,
Right? So how you are designed, how God created you in Genesis 1, determines what we are created for, which is our purpose. So why are you here on earth? And if you can find your purpose, then you will behave right. You with me?
Yes.
So Templar shared about the ills of life. Spills, drills, and thrills. You remember those?
Yes.
Where you are now is drills. If you recognize your purpose, and you say, okay, like for me, from when I was very young, I wanted to do certain things in my life. One of those things was to draw, to do something artistic. Because from when I was in primary school, I always spent my time drawing two things, drawing and writing. From as young as I can remember. You know that rhyme, roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet but not as sweet as you.
Yes.
You guys don't use those lines to pick up girls?
Yes.
They do, right? And I would write that and then try to find another way to rewrite it so it becomes original. So writing and drawing were stuff I love to do. What am I doing now? I'm a computer graphic artist. So I stay at home in my city making money by doing graphic art. Or I stay at home on Facebook. My Facebook status are normally like 2 paragraphs. Because I try to find some way to put something productive, something that someone can read on Facebook and think, if I try to use this in my life, it works. What is it that you are good at that's positive, not negative? What does God put in you that is positive? Might I suggest one thing about whatever God has put in us? Is that this thing must be bigger than ourselves. It cannot be, okay, God has put something in me, so I'm just going to plant a garden to feed my family. You with me?
Yes.
God has created you for something bigger than yourself. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what God has put inside of each of us is not just for ourselves. It's not for us to be selfish. It's for us to use what God has put in us to benefit our community. Right?
Yes.
There's a thing we used to use back in Jamaica before money came along called barter, where I would grow maize in my field, someone else would probably grow bananas in their field, and someone would rear chickens. Now if I am just selfish and I'm using what I produce, I'm using what is just in my field, all I'll be eating is pop. Just pop every day with nothing else, just pop, 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 pop. But I can take what I have grown and go to the man who raises bananas and say, give me some of your banana and I'll give you some of my maize. Then I go to the person who rears chicken, I say, give me some of your chicken and I give you some of my maize. So although I was just good at raising